All right, Cincinnati and Oklahoma State. Final game here on this edition of Hitting the Books. We've got Oklahoma State 7.5, 8-point home favorites, 54 the total here in this game in Stillwater. I mean, you got to basically separate Oklahoma State's season now into two seasons. I mean, the first season, Gundy's searching for a quarterback. He plays Rangel. He plays his kid, Gunnar Gundy. He plays Alan Bowman. He plays all three. And the offense for the first few weeks, the Arizona State game, the South Alabama game, they couldn't really get going. They started to show signs against Iowa State. And now the last 3 weeks, the 3 straight wins, 3 straight covers, and outright wins as underdogs against Kansas State, Kansas, and West Virginia. They scored 29, 39, and 48 points in those games. He has been absolutely terrific, Alan Bowman, and the whole offense has just been great. They've been running the ball all right, throwing it very well, and they're playing fast again because Gundy's got confidence in this offense. That's another thing. They've cranked up the tempo again because they know they've got an offense they can count on now. The question is, what are you going to get from Cincinnati? I certainly don't think Cincinnati's going to shut down Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State's going to score their points. Cincinnati's given up 30-plus points now in 3 straight games. The defense for Satterfield's bunch has fallen off, and it's not going to get any easier here. This is one time, and I prefer Mike Gundy in the underdog role. Let's see how he does as a favorite here, but I would still lean to Oklahoma State here. And this is the one time I might consider laying the points with them. They look like they're a house of fire right now. They're on a roll. They're playing great football, and Cincinnati's fallen off. 0-5 straight up, 0-5 against the spread. A really poor game against Baylor. Don't be fooled by the final score. Baylor kind of limped to the finish line, but Cincinnati for 3 quarters was getting outplayed by a mediocre Baylor team at home. That's not what I want to see when you're going up against Oklahoma State on the road. They're not a very good team right now. I like the favorite, and I'm definitely, until proven otherwise, over in Oklahoma State games. What do you think here, Connor?
Yeah. Went from like 8 or 9 straight unders with this team to like 3 straight overs, and the offense is just
And
like you mentioned,
easy
2
overs
seasons.
too.
Yeah, they've just cashed with these, and what it seems like you just hit it. The Cincinnati defense is wearing down a little bit. They're pretty good. And they have a great D line, and they've been able. The numbers are pretty good against the run. Oklahoma State's been able to run it. And the turnovers and Emory Jones, they're just at the worst time for him. He's athletic, he can run, but just he'll fumble it or he throws a pick. Just seems like when they're right about to score, and just the worst spots. One thing, they are getting over the touchdown, but I just like how Oklahoma State has been looked the last few weeks. So I slightly lean too. This was one under touchdown would be a lot better, but I lean them too here. Playing good football.
Yep, 2 teams going in opposite directions. It sure seems like that's what we have here in this game.